I wasn't planning on making this video, but just as I was about to start modifying this cheap hammer, I thought it could be helpful to somebody else, so I decided to throw it in as a quick video. I need a cross-peen hammer as it's a pretty essential item for blacksmithing. My next project requires one, and without ordering one online, they don't seem to be the easiest thing to find locally. So I've decided to grind this cheap sledgehammer into a cross-peen. It's the hammer that I've been using for all my blacksmithing up until now. I'm cooling it between every pass so it doesn't ruin the hardened faces. It never gets too hot to handle, so I reckon it'll be fine with no worries. I thought about cutting most of the waste off with an angle grinder, but that would definitely have gotten too hot with no real good way of keeping it cool. I've just stopped for a second to show you the progress. It's gone very easy. I just need to keep shaping the front into a peen, and that shouldn't take too long at all. I do plan on attempting to forge a hammer at some point. I've got all the materials needed to make the hammer and the required tools like a punch, a drift and hammer tongs, and I may even make that into a short series of videos. Don't worry, that isn't the handle. I wedged a stick in there just to check the balance, and it's not too bad, but I am going to grind some off this face here just to try and even it up a bit. I'm also going to start rounding off some of these corners and shaping it a bit more. It started off as a 4-pound hammer, so there's plenty of meat to play with because I don't need it to be anywhere near that heavy. It's starting to get there. I've very slightly tapered the sides and then put the facets in. They need rounding over now with a slack belt, but before I do that, these corners on the back, I'm going to try and grind them to match these corners on the front. I don't want it to be all shiny, so I'm going to dull it down by soaking it in vinegar for an hour or so, but before I do that, I'll clean it with acetone. To try and prevent it from rusting, I'm heating it a little, then applying some beeswax polish. I'm using a piece of spotted gum for the handle. It's a very strong hardwood and it's got a pretty straight grain. A rookie error there, the tenon's not long enough, but fortunately it's easy to fix. I realised I could shape the handle on the belt grinder, but I really enjoy using the saw rasp and it takes no time at all to shape a handle like this. Also, I'll mention this wood is very dense, and although a spoke shave is an option, it really does struggle with it. For the finish, I'm using boiled linseed oil, and I thought I'd better test it out on a piece of hot steel. That's going to be a pretty useful hammer. Hopefully the video was useful to somebody. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.